Hi guys, welcome to LDFS. I'm Dr. Lakshmy. So today's video, we will be discussing about the exam of DHA. That is a Dubai exam. Okay. So DHA is Dubai Health Authority. So in this exam, every different title is different. For consultant is different. Specialist is different. For general dentist, it's different. Okay. In my last video, we have discussed about the data flow process and everything, and we will move ahead and see the exam. How is it conducted? Where is it conducted? And everything about it. Okay. So let's go ahead with our today's video. Let me share my screen with you guys, and let's proceed with the further thing. So now we are logged into our DHA website. Here, if you go into your profile, you can see over here my applications. Click on my applications. In this, click on the closed ones. Click on this arrow. You'll be directed to a page like this. Then click on get registered. In this get registered, we have done this first part, document verification, right? The data flow and all, I have showed it to you. Now, the best part is we can actually simultaneously give the exam also and simultaneously let the data flow process continue too. So we don't have to wait for the data flow process to get over and then apply for the exam. Okay, that is something is the beneficial for this. So CBT assessment general dentistry is the exam CBT assessment. Okay, so like in the data flow, the document verification data flow was the company which was doing it for DHA. Similarly, for the exam, Prometric is the company which will be conducting the exams. There will be a lot of exam centers over here, and the best part is we can give exam in India also. There are Prometric centers in India, and we can give exam from India, and later on we can start applying to Dubai. So that is also possible. So I have given exam in Dubai itself, but there are a lot of other people have actually given exam in India. So if you go ahead with this, you can see over here, follow the steps to apply for the CBT assessment. Okay, the exam assessment. First is copy the DHA unique ID, which we already have discussed in my last video. The ID, there's some number. If you can copy it over here itself. So just click on copy ID. After that, use it to generate the Prometric eligibility ID through this link. Click on this link. You'll be directed to a page like this where we have to create an eligibility ID. So in this unique ID, we have copied it earlier, so just paste it. In the category, you can choose as dentist, the title, general dentist, specialty. Just click on general medicine. There's no other option. Okay. Then click on generate. Now your eligibility ID, this is your eligibility ID. This is generated. Now you're using the same passport details in your CBT assessment and the DHA application. So in the DHA application, what all documents and the passport we have submitted, that same passport details will be used in the CBT assessment. Okay, so now please click on schedule to proceed. You can just print this page and keep it with you so that the eligibility ID is there. You know this number. This number will be useful for the seeing the result and all those things. Okay, now we'll click on schedule. When you click on schedule, okay, so this is the schedule appointment. Registration required, what to bring to the testing center, what time to arrive at the testing center, 30 minutes before this, what is advised. The payment, there are different kind of credit card payment, and how to reschedule and cancel the exam. And there's some charge if we are changing an appointment. If you have booked an appointment, the exam date, maybe, 1st March, and we want to change it, then there's a $40 extra charge. Okay. So scheduling online, we can schedule it online, and let's proceed. Click on this arrow. Schedule appointment, just go down. There's a lot of biometrics and all. Just go through this when you get time. Okay, now here we have to give consent. So I will confirm that I'm at least 18 years of age and I give my consent. Okay, now proceed further. In this eligibility number and the 4 characters of last name, that is something which we need to submit. Eligibility number. So I think I have not saved it, but ideally that eligibility number which came earlier, that needs to be saved and you can just write it over here. Okay, so right now I have not done that, but you can save that over here and then write it here and then just click on this arrow. Okay. So after you do that, I'll just show you how it will be. So when you proceed further, they'll ask you details about where you want to give exam, the pin code and all those things. This will come. Okay, searching the availability. Now the test sponsor will be DHA, select a program, DHA, it's already been selected, select a test. So here for the dentist, we can see general dentistry. Okay, click on this arrow. Now you have to find a test center. Here you can write Dubai. If you are writing in Dubai, automatic this will come, link will come, or else if I want to write in Bangalore, let's suppose. Bangalore. Okay. Now the start date here is we have to tentatively give them some date range so that they'll suggest the appointment according to that. So I'm just randomly I'm selecting this week. Let's proceed further. Okay. So you'll get something like this. These are the different prometric centers which are there in Bangalore. Okay. So just click on this date, maybe 10th March. And they'll show us the timing also. So click on this timing and then you can just directly schedule it. In this, we were just seeing the location and all and checking availability. So option doesn't come over here, but when you're scheduling, there's an option which comes over here that you can schedule. Okay. So that is all about the exam. So that's all about scheduling the appointment. And after this, you will be directed to a page where you have to do the payment. And after doing the payment, you will be proceeded to the printout. You'll get a mail regarding that you have got, you have scheduled your appointment and all those things. Okay. Now let's understand what is the fees of the exam. The fee of this exam, the general dentistry exam, which is for 2.5 hours and are around 100 questions, which is conducted by Prometric, it is about $280. That is 21,500 Indian rupees approx. Okay. So in data flow, it was 25,000. Here it is, the exam, it is 21,000. Now, after the payment, you will be getting a confirmation from the Prometric on email that your appointment has been scheduled and you are having so date and so timing in the exam. Okay. And there will be various details which will be given because it's COVID time. So various centers which have different kind of rules. Like in Dubai, when I gave my exam, they wanted a COVID certificate before, that is the COVID not vaccination, the COVID test certificate, negative test certificate before the exam. In India, they were not asking that. So it's different for different centers. Okay. So let's now understand how the exam is going to be. I'll share with you my journey, how it was. So let me share with you my journey, how it was. I reached the center more than half an hour before the exam timing. Usually they say at least half an hour before the exam time we have to reach. After reaching there, I entered the Prometric room. They checked my COVID negative certificate first and then my passport. After that, I was directed to a table where they checked all my IDs, that is the passport, etc. Only the passport they checked, nothing else, no other ID. But they took a photo of me. They printed the exam details and all those things. They have given me a form where I have to sign. After that, they directed me into a room where there were lots of computers which were there. People were giving exams, and we will be sat in a computer with a cubicle. It's a sort of cubicle kind of thing. Okay, you have to sit there. In the starting, there will be a 5 to 10 minutes demo. It's a demo video which is created by the Prometric itself. So we just have to click and just go ahead and see it. Basically, that video helps us understand how the exam is, what are the things there, the timing, where is it written, and all those things. They will tell us click this for if you want to review again the exams and all those things. It's similar to the NEET exam, which is there online, which right now it's every exam is online. So like that itself, nothing different, nothing to be worried about. So in that, the initial 5-10 minutes, they will help us understand. So nobody will be there. It's an automatic video which runs. We just have to click and move ahead. Once that video gets over, automatically our exam will start. So for me, the exam time was 8 o'clock, but I reached before around, I think I reached around 7:15 and all. And they started my exam by 7:45 itself. We don't have to wait till 8 o'clock to start the exam. Maybe the different centers will have different thing, but in my center, it was like this. So they started the exam before that itself, and on right hand side corner, there's a time remaining thing. So that's a countdown kind of thing that 2 hours are remaining, or this much minute is remaining, 100 minutes are remaining, etc. And there will be questions which will be coming. The page will be one question. We can just click, mark, and continue. Or else, if we don't want to mark and then continue to the next, we can do that. Or we are doubtful about that question, then there's an option of clicking that. So at the end, after you complete all the 100 questions, there is a list of the questions where they'll tell us how many are marked, how many are not marked, and how many are doubtful. And accordingly, we can click on that question and go ahead and complete and recheck our whole question paper again and then submit it. But once you submit it, it's completed. So before submitting, always check and cross check if whichever you want to. You can go to individual questions also, and you can go to and fro n number of times. There's no limit to it. Even if you mark it, you can again go ahead and change that answer also. Okay, so that's about the exam. After submitting, automatically they will ask some details about us, and then we just have to close the exam and then leave the exam center. That's it. Nothing else as such. There's no rocket science. It's easy, and the exam can be given from any center. So if you are planning to move to Dubai later on, and but you want the licensing to be completed earlier, you can do that. You can give the exam in India itself and then continue. Always remember one thing, that this whole exam and the licensing thing, once you give the exam and the data flow is complete, there is one more step which is remaining. So that was all about the Prometric exam. Now, before proceeding to the gift which I promised you to, which I'll be giving in this video, before that, there's just one more thing. So after giving the data flow and everything, after that, we have the Prometric, the exam, there's one more step. That is getting our eligibility certificate. So there's something known as they'll give us the eligibility certificate that we are eligible to work in Dubai. So before you search for the job and everything, they need the eligibility certificate so that they are sure that you have cleared everything and the license has just to be activated. So these are two separate things. Let me tell you. First is the eligibility certificate, which we will get after our Prometric and the data flow is completed. But our license is not active. License will be active only after we join some job. So these are the two separate things. We are eligible, we have the eligibility certificate, but our license will be active only after we join somewhere, join some clinic, hospital, anything. So for the license to be active, it has to be done either from the clinic side or the hospital side. We need those those details and all. Okay. So after the Prometric exam, there's only one step which is left from our side. That is the eligibility certificate. I'll just show you that also in this video. Let me share my screen with you guys. So this is the Same DHA website where you have entered, you just have to go to the profile. Here we have done the document verification step. Next was the CBT assessment, that is a prometric exam. After that comes the application form. In this, we have to fill up a form where we will be uploading our passport copy plus a passport size photo. I was also asked to upload my good standing certificate plus my report, data flow report. These are the two things which they asked me to upload in this form. And then we have to pay a fees of around 200 dirhams. That is around 4,000 rupees. And then we have to submit the form. So usually within 1 or 2 days itself, they will revert and let us know about if anything extra is required, any document is required from our side. If not, they will give us an eligibility certificate that you are eligible to work in Dubai. So that is something required if you are searching for your job in Dubai. Now, let's proceed to the gift which I was talking about in my earlier video. Today, the gift is that whatever study material I have collected during this whole process to give, to study for the exam and all those things, I have collected, I've made a folder out of it. I hope that folder will help you guys. I am sharing that folder with you guys. So this has all the question papers or books. There are some books also there, whatever I have studied from. So if you ask me what to study for the prometric exam as a general dentist, there's so many groups on Facebook, and not even if you are applying for the specialist one, there's so many groups online. On Facebook, there's a lot of groups, and these groups have a file section where they have uploaded a lot of documents. They have uploaded various previous question papers, and there are certain books also available in that. You can download it and then study from those things. So then, according to my experience, my exam had a lot of repeat questions. There were some of the image questions were there. There were some X-rays questions were there, but it was not so difficult. Okay, the exam, you can write it number of times you can write exam. The limit is around 3 times. Only 3 times you can write the exam, or else you won't be able to write it again. So 3 is a maximum time. Okay, I hope I have cleared all your doubts. If you have any doubt, kindly let us know. You can ask me on WhatsApp, or you can you just comment over here, and kindly like and subscribe us. And don't forget, send us a hi on this number. We'll add you to our special broadcast list. And last but not the least, to get the folder which has all the study materials which I have collected over a period of time, you can get that for free. Just send us a message on WhatsApp, write exam, and send that message. I will forward you the folder which has all the study material in it. Definitely, you can study more than that. This is something which I have collected during this time. Hope it helps you. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, bye.